It is extraordinary to think we've already reached this stage. Just this game, and then the final.
A game, some may argue, with justification as being harder than the final itself, Peter. I can certainly attest to that from my own experience. While you do everything to tell yourself you shouldn't get too ahead of things, it's actually harder than it seems. But it's looking like a terrific occasion here. Let's just hope we have a game to match all.
And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This guy,
Shapes to shoot!
that's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here. Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, registering that crucial first goal has now given them more incentive and motivation to take this on.
Zubimendi. Ødegaard. Cleared without complication. Arsenal have reclaimed it. Caicedo cuts it out. Lavia. And it's Palmer. Calmly anticipates. Caicedo. And here's Neto. Out to the left it goes. Capier. Oh, it's played into the area. And that has been cleared. Oh, easy pickings there. Good ball, good take. Saka, a good take in a good area. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, well measured. Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Well, you've got to admire the confidence and the agility. It wasn't too far off either.
Proves too strong. And reclaimed it in a trice. Looking to break at pace. And the shot! Caicedo. Cucurella forwards and with intent. Now it's Garnacho. The keeper gets his hands on it. Zubimendi. Martinelli. Saka. Now it's Garnacho. Real chance! Martinelli. Caicedo, too strong for his opponent there. And It's Caicedo. He came in hard, very hard. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Martinelli. Now it's Martinelli. He is just caressing the ball. And he shoots! A wonderful effort all by himself.
That was some seriously slick play. Pretty much textbook apart from the finish. Very impressive movement.
Garnacho. Lavi. Saka, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Saka. Gabriel. Timber. A lot of space there. And a chance! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Arsenal grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And here's Neto. And it's James. In into the middle. Saliba attempts a clearance. James. And here's Neto. Caicedo. And that's a good ball. Great chance! Oh, it's come loose. Timber trying to keep this in. Referee's given a throw. Odegaard. Now it's Martinelli. Foot in. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Delivered with swing. Only partially clear. Has a shot! Moved on forwards. Martinelli. And there's Green. Can he finish? A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Caicedo. James. Saliba. Well, the scoreline is tight. The tie right on a knife edge. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And it's Caicedo. James. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Nice physical challenge. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Martinelli. This was gone, that's a foul.
Contact. It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
That pass has been well intercepted. Saka, he's had a shot! Goal! Arsenal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
And now he has two. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Capier, and here's Martinelli. Pedro Neto, nice looking ball.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended though. It looked destined for a goal.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble there.
Saliba tries to clear. Now it's Odegaard. Chance here to counter. And it's Rice. Martinelli. And he's heaved it away. Caicedo. Pedro Neto wins the duel this time. James. And here's Neto. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. Incapie, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Timber. Played towards the other side. Incapuyi. Martinelli. Ødegaard. Timber. Caicedo. Spread out to the left. Muscular approach does pay off here. So what can they make of this? Martinelli. And here's Ødegaard. He's being urged. Decent chance! And there's the goal they've been looking for. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Arsenal take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Cucurella shifted upfield. And it's Palmer. João Pedro. Arsenal have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Timber. Martinelli. Out to the right. Timber. Ødegaard. And he's there to clear it. And here's Saka. Saka. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Garnacho. Cucurella. Fofana. Lavia. Fofana. Chalobah. Lavia. Cucurella. Now it's Garnacho. He's found a way through. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Caicedo tries to think it through. It's really well cleared. Zubimendi. And here's the chance to counter. Martinelli, now he's got space here. Shooting chance! Stop it going out. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Can he spark a counter here? And that's been won straight back. Zubimendi with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. too many more chances. And he welcomes it in, and the shot! Another big chance that gets away.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Now it's João Pedro, over to the left. Garnacho, and it's Cucurella. Aimed in towards the centre. Here's Garnacho. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Palmer, spread out to the left. That's very neat. The ball is loose, and the chase is on. Lavia laid out to the left flank. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Too much on that. Timber has created one goal already. Great defending, strong and determined. Lavia. Garnacho in acres of space out wide. Gabriel clears it away. Cucurella crossed in once more. It's a foul there right on the edge of the box. Arsenal present their opponents with the best possible chance here. A look of bemusement and dismay from the culprit, but the referee clearly thinks there was enough there for a penalty.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Not a twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Gabriel chooses to go cross-field. Zubimendi. Saliba. And here's Martinelli. It's Timber. Odegaard proves just a little bit too strong. Out to the left it goes. Saka, and he shoots! Palmer aimed forwards. Well, they can break here. That's really well manoeuvred. Garnacho! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Garnacho really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Is there, and he can get that clear. It's a good run down the right. Oh, such a clever touch. That has been knocked clear. Palmer. Garnacho. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. No question, that's a foul. Correa does really well to win the ball there. Pedro Neto. Palmer. Oh, perfectly measured. He's having a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
João Pedro clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Rice with the clearance. And it's Lavia. And here's Garnacho. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. There could be trouble here. But for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Oh, that is a bit special. We have half-time in the semi-final. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Rice.
Zubimendi. Fofana gets across to intercept that. Pedro Neto. Fofana. Chalobah, early ball out from the back. Played into space out wide. Garnacho. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, played right into his path. Goes for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Saka really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Martinelli, and he's surging through. Martinelli! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Cucurella. João Pedro. And here's Garnacho. Saliba getting this one clear. Odegaard. And now the breakaway. Wins the duel this time. Odegaard looking to get on the end of this. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Lavia. James gently done. Pedro Neto. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. That has been cut short. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Gabriel. And it's played forward. Martinelli.
Martinelli, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
It's a mighty effort! Oh, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Succumbs to the pressure. Incapuyi. Gabriel. Timber. Odegaard. Oh, good spread. Cucurella. Lavia. Aim forwards. João Pedro. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
James. And it's Caicedo. That is very well defended.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Saliba, gently done. Palmer with 2 goals already to his name. Rice.
Really don't seem to be so eager about their pressing just now.
Well, certainly compared to what we saw from them earlier in the game.
Well, I suspect it's a case of searching for a more defensive balance now, Peter.
Arsenal desperately need someone to hold up the ball. Caicedo concedes a free kick for that. James. He is through here. Now who's going to be first to this? Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Saka being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Moved on forwards, over to the left. Muscular approach does pay off here. Martinelli. And here's Martinelli. Big chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. And it's hoisted clear. That's Rice. James. And back to the keeper they go. Sanchez sends that a long way. Chance! Decent hit and on target. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Great defending, strong and determined. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. And he thumps it clear. And he's done with that well. Gabriel have it back and can go again.
Odegaard really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Final Gittins! Oh, a very decent attempt. Zubimendi. Trossard. He has found the way through. Trossard! And somehow it stayed out. Fofana. Lavia. That's been drilled forward. Odegaard. Rice shifted upfield. Capier. Correa. Palmer. João Pedro. Played out to the right. Colwell. Out to the right. That's the throw. Gittins. There's the shot! Can he deliver?
The
Looks across and plays it in. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And they can counter here. Oh, perfectly measured that. Havertz is onto this. Timber. Rice chips it through. And he's going to be pulled back for that one. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Tries to get it clear. Takes a shot! He'll try to keep this alive. Timber getting this one clear. João Pedro. Saliba with the slide tackle there. Goes down, but nothing given. Calafiori forwards and with intent. Pressing's intense and it's paid off. Ødegaard plays it short. Very nicely done. And it's Subimendi. And here's Havertz. And that was very necessary. Timber. Gabriel, Rice, Ødegaard, Timber looking to hit the byline here. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And that has sent him sprawling.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Saliba, that's really well manoeuvred. Havertz, and he's picked out the run. There's the shot! Subimendi played out towards the right wing.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And it's Ødegaard. Aim forwards. Clipped into space. And claimed it back swiftly. Now this could be a chance. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And the ball's come loose here. Caicedo, lovely feet. Subimendi wins the duel this time, and there's his chance to lead the counter. undercooked. Almost nothing left on the clock here. Extra time is imminent, unless something dramatic happens now. Cucurella crosses. Saliba clears it away. In on the volley! It's a goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Perfect timing, perfect connection, and a perfect outcome.
Mark, you simply judged everything beautifully. That takes a lot of training ground practice, and we know what practice can make.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I think what we've just seen is further evidence of their resilience and fantastic belief. I mean, they can always come through. Remarkable.
And here's Havertz. That has been knocked clear. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Hefty challenge, but fair enough.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Mikel Merino, probing pass. And the counter is on. Calafiori. Bino Gittins. Fofana. Chalaba. Cucurella. Bino Gittins. Bino Gittins. Proves too strong. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. Now, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off. Usually is the time teams go into conservation mode. There's only one word for this, it's baffling. That team needs to figure out where the ball needs to be, and it's not there. Arsenal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And here's Havertz. Up he goes! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
And here's Havertz. Trossard knocks it out wide. Saka. And the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Saka actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That's a nicely weighted pass. Nicely shot. Oh, what a climb! He will be livid with himself. George. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Deals with that nice and simple.